All right, so hold on. Who do I have here with me, sir?
I am Shawn.
Your name is Shawn?
Yeah.
How old are you, and what is your current living situation?
So I just turned 40, and currently I'm displaced, I guess.
Okay. And so what's a day in a life like for you out here?
I would have to say it's not the easiest. I mean, whether I'm out here trying to find work or food for the daily, I'm also out here on a daily basis trying to make sure I keep my people safe while I'm doing that, and at the same time trying to find a job. And there's just not enough time in the day between that and dodging the police for not being able to be anywhere. At nighttime you can't sleep because basically you're not allowed to sleep anywhere, and if you don't have a home, then
You can't have bedding.
technically you're in public, so you kind of have to stay awake all night.
No blankets.
Yes, sir.
And then on top of that, you basically in the daytime are tired, almost too tired to go ahead and look for a job properly. And then on top of that, if you want to get dressed and have time to go ahead and get dressed, you have to carry around what we all would have as our closet, basically on you.
But
And
you don't allow more than 2 bags.
and then if you get caught with more than a bag or two, you get stopped by the police, and God forbid you have warrants or anything else, or even being told more than once not being in the same place, then you're pretty much violating some type of trespassing law. So trespassing law, yeah. So between that and always having to move around, you don't really have a place to look for a job in a certain area.
I'm sorry.
And because of that, it's just like I said, between moving all my stuff, trying to keep my people safe, not sleeping at night, trying to find some hours in the day to sleep, and then try to not carry everything I own, but at the same time carry everything I own.
Okay.
Let's just say it's a balancing act.
Yeah, so are you two a couple?
Yeah.
Okay. I always ask this. So is it easier or harder, or could you tell me the constraints of being, what's it like being by yourself out here displaced versus, or on the latter, being with a companion?
Well, he had to go somewhere for about 2 weeks recently, and one thing is safety. Men, they're predators out here, and a lot of people that are out here sometimes, they actually are. They're running from something, and
Yes, ma'am.
at night, as a woman, you are definitely not safe. When he finally returned, I had barely slept at all. I had lost my stuff like 3 times because people take advantage. They steal your purse, your backpack. It's completely different. Even people that normally are respectful towards me, when he was not around and they knew he was not going to be back for about 10 days, they immediately switch flipped and they started treating me like a totally different person, like I was a piece of meat.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go as far as to say that these guys are such predators. It's just that people are people. They're trying to feel loved by some way, shape, or form, and they feel like they deserve that shit. And when they can't get it from the surroundings, they look for it for people on their own class, and sometimes they'll, I guess, in some way, not
But
saying
there's a
that's
lot
okay.
of good too, though. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
try to
good.
almost force the issue there. Maybe they feel like they have to go harder. Either way, it's not right.
But there are, I've been told, I don't know if this is true or false, there are a lot of SOs out here, from what I've been told. I don't know that. I don't know. I haven't bumped into any.
I believe if you
personally.
You probably ran into more than you think you have.
Yeah, but people have told me that there's a lot of unregistered and ones that are registered that haven't registered in a while out here. And what do you say about that? And does that bring concern, knowing that you have a woman out here, and when you do have to leave or try to go get a job or things of that nature, that could become an issue or a constraint, that a variable that you have to cross?
I mean, I cross it every single day. Every day I'd go out and even, get a day labor job for like 8 hours a day. That's 8 hours of which I'm not around, and someone could basically take advantage of the fact of that I'm not available there, and take advantage. And unfortunately, when we don't have very many advantages, you have to grab everyone you can.
No, there's a lot of good too.
That was so well said. I'm sorry. Go ahead, ma'am.
There's a lot of good too. There's a family out here. I mean, we've all been together for a long time, and we all know each other, and we know, it's safe. It's safe when we have so many. The longer you're out here, the more people you form bonds with, and there's a lot of good. So it wasn't all bad while he was gone at all. I mean, they're the ones that definitely looked out for me, and made sure I was okay, and made sure I had food.
But
and
you have to put into that network, which you get in. Like, you have to show love where you get it. So at this point, it's like, I didn't realize when I was not displaced that there was such an entire another world out here that's basically helping each other out every single day, but at the same time struggling to come up on their own. So it's a mixed mosh of help each other, but also, you know, climb on each other. It's terrible.
It's
but
a family, man.
It is, but I mean, like I said, it's a family. Like, you love your people, you love your brothers, but you may like trip them on the way down to the dinner table just because you want to eat first, that type of thing. Still love them, but hey,
I tell a lot of people, I'm all over the valley, and I've been to Sunny Slope, 27th Avenue, I'm all the way to 100 and something Avenue, I'm all over the valley. And Tempe, to say the least, has the most camaraderie I've seen, period, with displaced people. You guys, you know, I even go as far as to tell people to come out here because of the resources, the help, and the camaraderie alone. You know, there's food being passed out on time every day at a certain time, and just you guys, it seems like you have love for each other. You know, and you don't see that in or at any other homeless community. And what do you say to that?
We travel a lot. We've got friends like out on like 27th Avenue, and so we'll be out there sometimes all the way to 7th Avenue to 44th Street, and that is very true. There's a big difference. There's a big difference in the unity. It seems. I think the farther we go west, the more, you know, disconnected him and I are, because we just don't know everybody. But
we do it for a reason. We like try our best to just not stay in the same place every 2 days or so, because you let the locals local police officers get all hold of you or get to know your face, they'll target you much quicker. So
they'll know if you miss court and you have a warrant.
It's best that you only see me twice a week. You know,
rather
for 2 days a week, then 5 days a week. So
you're a very smart man.
I mean, I'm just doing what I can to survive.
But it has become like almost like a war between like homeless people and police. It's like they're and you know the Hope team and all of that. They become like it's us against them. So you don't see them as so much to protect and serve anymore. You see them more as the bad guys.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is, me and her both come from money. You know what I'm saying? She's from South Scottsdale herself. My parents had a big, huge house right in the south side Tempe. I had my own business like literally 4 or 5 years ago when I first started out here. I rode down here in my Cadillac. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, just like this, you can all switch. I literally lost my place because I was working right here at the Goodwill one night, and All City Towing towed my car. And at the time, I was moving between houses, and I was delivering for DoorDash in between my business, and without my car, I was no longer able to do my business. So,
man, I'm sorry.
You know, it's
a way of life, but it can happen to anybody, like I said. You know?
So I mean, yeah, like, you know, one day you could be like that, but the next day your house may accidentally catch fire and you'll be displaced too.
Yeah, very true. Well said. Now, I always talk about this. Why do the displaced or homeless always steal credentials like ID, Social Security, things of that nature? Like, it's almost irritating to me, and I mean, I don't know why they do that. Like, I can see stealing like a skateboard. I'm gonna showcase like a skateboard here, or you know, something like that. But why, you know, IDs and Social Security cards to make it harder on the next person? I don't know why. When we get them,
we can't keep them. I swear, I just got mine, and my wallet was stolen in like 2 weeks.
So I don't know.
Most peers.
I don't personally. That's not something we do, so I can't really talk to that.
Can elaborate
as to why it's done, but I would guesstimate that
to sell the information. Maybe?
Not necessarily sell it, but maybe take advantage of the services of being someone else, because being in their own life sucks.
Crab in a barrel mentality. Would you say keep someone else down? Because
not at all. Not at all.
On the phones with someone else's ID.
Yeah.
You can order. You can use your EBT card and like order through Walmart.com.
Maybe more like just to once again take advantage and bring yourself up. That's what I would assume. Again, that's not something I do.
Yeah, I mean that's awful, man. I mean, I know people out here that literally have to do certain we'll just say drugs to keep them up and stay awake so that they don't, you know, lose their items and lose their bags, their tote and things of that nature. there's literally it gets to the point where people have, you know, people are literally following people around and saying like, oh, he's been up for 5 days, he has to crash soon.
Exactly, and that's what
You know, and then they wait for you to crash, and then they rob you. Isn't that awful?
I think it's awful. I mean, there's predators in every aspect of everything.
life, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, of course, there's awfulness anywhere. But again, I always keep faith in all humanity that we all can do better. So I
That's
mean,
true.
personally, I would have to say in the last 5 years of being homeless, me and Ashley, we don't literally have to deal with too much stealing. Like
That's
I
great,
put
man.
respect
I'm happy for you.
into my community, into my people, and they show the respect back to me.
Yeah.
So-
Usually when it does
great,
happen is when there's like people we don't know around or something, you know?
Yeah, it's
So-
like when someone's new, right? Or something.
Or yeah, not necessarily someone, but yeah, when there's like people around that we don't necessarily know, you know, they don't see us as a friend
We
or
don't do that-
family
we
or.
don't, we don't do that. We don't stay up for days either, though. Like I said, it is better. This would come back to your first thing about having another person with you.
Yeah.
So we have a system basically.
Ah,
When I sleep,
There you go.
she doesn't.
There you
When she
go.
doesn't, I do.
And having a
Genius.
dog is always good too.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
used to say, yeah, it was a bad idea to be homeless and have a dog. That's unfair. But honestly,
They're happy.
The best
yeah,
thing smoking.
it's one of the dude, as a companion that's there to love you no matter
They
what.
don't have to stay in the yard when you
for
go to
love,
work. They don't
Yeah.
all day.
when you need when you're looking for
Yeah.
love out here in these streets, and there's a companion there that's gonna love you regardless. That's
kind of,
that's unfallible.
It's the
you know what I'm saying?
empathy that gets you,
But
right?
not only that, I mean, someone there to protect your stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
But you
In the
just
middle of the night, if someone comes up, they bark. You know what I mean?
yeah. Always, that's true.
so. I hope that answers your questions,
You
man.
did, man. I want to thank you for this short update interview. Did I ask you guys how you felt about that new law, though, briefly? That they passed about urban camping?
Well, I can tell you, we already felt the shift. I think when it like go past like 2 days ago or something like that.
Yes.
There's already a difference in the vibe out
Yeah,
here.
last
Can you
night I
feel
got-
the tenseness?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
got stopped last night just for walking down Mill and having a dog that we saw off a leash. Basically, we heard its owner was basically somewhere like around the corner, so we walked over there to try to ask any of the other people that in that area if they knew that the owner was there. And within a minute, 7 cops pulled up, stopped us, ran our
Oh,
names, and
no, yeah.
basically started checking people.
About 30 other
threw
people
out
in front
there.
of the flour mill. Yeah.
Yeah, all in front of the flour mill. And I mean, like I said, it's only been a day, so I
Waiting
mean,
for the park to close. Right after the curfew came, like midnight, they waited for everyone to go across the street and got him.
I'm just sorry you guys have to go through that. You know,
it's not us that has to go through it.
it's everybody.
We.
Even
You,
even
I,
people that are
even you at
homeless,
home.
even me. Yeah, that's
Whether
true.
you're on this side of it or that side of it,
You're
we're all
absolutely right.
experiencing. So it's not good for any of us.
The last thing I want to ask is, how do you feel that the people treat you, like the shopkeepers, stores, and things of that nature?
Oh,
I'd
it's
recommend-
different from one to the next, but
It
usually not
varies.
so well. They look down on us. They don't like us in their establishments for the most
Yeah.
part.
Which
They
is
assume we're
crazy.
gonna be, people have ruined it for us, like not being able to use the restroom, even if you are a customer, because they say, the other customers, places that accept EBT, aka food stamps, even they'll shut their restrooms because maybe someone with a drug problem will stay in there, lock the door for 3 hours, and so now nobody gets to use the bathroom, that kind of stuff.
Or the restaurant pretending that their EBT machine doesn't work anymore for the day.
Oh my
Really being followed around when you walk into like Tempe Marketplace, go into a shoe store. It's a 3-letter acronym, starts with D, ends with W. You know what I mean?
So at
They're
that
the
point,
worst.
You just gotta adapt.
They don't
Blend
care
in to
about
look
being
more
rude.
like Yuppie. Keep yourself clean and don't carry too many bags.
Well, like I said, I want to thank you guys for this interview. You guys are amazing. Keep looking after each other. I definitely want to let you guys know that I took note that being out here didn't engulf you guys. You guys definitely have mental fortitude. And you guys, I think this is just a stepping stone in your guys' life.
Yeah, we know.
You know, all right. So thank you guys so much, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Yep.